And welcome back. Dr. Tim Jochen here is from Contour Dermatology in Rancho Mirage to talk about winter skincare tips and strategies for men and women. Doc, great to see you here again this morning as usual.
Good to see you. Thank you.
We had a chance to visit a little bit here before the interview right now, and this is the time of year a lot of us just completely dry out. I was telling you, I do a bit of work in the kitchen at home, believe it or not, Jen. And, frequent hand washing, doing some dishes as well, and my hands just get raw. In fact, they even start kind of bleeding in the knuckles and such, and this and that. And I'm not a big hand lotion fan. What do you say to people like me?
Well, as I was telling you a little bit earlier, one of the things that I just read in a medical journal was that frequent hand washing is one of the leading causes of dry skin, which we all know. But if you actually use the alcohol hand sanitizers, it's less drying on your skin than the wet dry of washing your hands frequently.
Yeah, and as I mentioned to you, my guess was that alcohol would dry out your skin, and I thought I had heard elsewhere that excessive use of antibacterials is not a good thing.
Well, it's really the wet dry that dries out your hands, because I actually thought the same thing. But, when I read this article, I was like, oh, that makes sense, because I use these alcohol hand sanitizers all day, every day, and I don't have the problem, even though I suffer from severe eczema. So I think the study is probably right.
Okay, in addition to dry hands, what are some of the other issues and problems that crop up this time of year?
Well, everyone's complaining about dry skin everywhere. The lips, so you want to use your lip balms. Just the overall dry skin. Some of the tips for that are, take quick showers, not hot showers. From my perspective, though, a lot of people say take really short showers, but I really believe it's really hydrating after you get out of the shower that's the issue. So within 3 minutes of getting out of the shower, you pat yourself dry, you put on your moisturizer, and that really seals in the moisture.
I'm guessing that most men probably don't bother with moisturizers after showering. I know I don't. Is that typically what you see in your practice? And if that is the case, what do you say to men and others who aren't really frequent users of moisturizers?
I think you're right. You're onto something, because men do not like to apply products to their skin. It's a very common phenomenon. I think as long as you're getting by without excuse me. As long as you're getting by without...
Sounds like you need a moisturizer for your throat.
I think so. Yeah, it's a lozenge or something. But I think as long as you're getting by without having problems with it, that's fine. I think when you really start to have dry skin where it's hurting, you're going to take that extra effort. Because I know I avoid it until it gets really bad in January, February. Then I start applying my medicated creams and my moisturizers, and I start to get serious. So if you're getting by without it and you're not doing so badly, stick with that program.
Other top tips in closing here for men and women?
A lot of people, one thing that is a myth that people don't realize is a myth is that they think by drinking a lot of water, they're going to hydrate their skin. That's actually false. That doesn't happen. So there's not a direct correlation between how much water you drink and how hydrated your skin is. So moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. Okay,
terrific. Dr. Tim Jochen with Contour Dermatology in Rancho Mirage, thanks for joining us this morning. Great ideas as usual.
Great.
All right, time for a quick break. More news coming up after this.